Hey, this is Ian Cook with Alvadine Consulting. Welcome to the Cosmic Water Closet. Let's do a tarot card reading. All right, today is February the 2nd. Today's intentions: got sharing and caring. Sharing is caring. I think if you are sharing yourself with other people, sharing your talents, sharing your skills, sharing the things that you love and care about, you will get connected to a larger network of creativity and thought, love, consciousness. I think once you're connected to this larger web, you get to hopefully interact with it more on a regular basis, receive more from it. Whoa. I'm also thinking about sharing in terms of all the things that I've learned and all the things that I've gained haven't really come from me personally, myself, but have come from outside sources or outside things that are a part of life and a part of this whole living thing. So it might do us some good to be in a system and participate in it and commune, I suppose, with this whole thing. So in terms of sharing and caring, we have the date, we have the sigil, which represents my initials and is a way that I open this container. It's a way that I focus my intentions. And so this opens this process to think about sharing and caring through the cards and ask for some guidance. So as I think about sharing and caring, think about what that looks like. Think about what that feels like. What does it look like once that is completed? What does it look like once I've shared? Split the deck. All right. So as I'm shuffling the deck, I'm thinking about this intention. And as I'm shuffling, I'm also thinking of this sigil forming with a mantra attached to it of I see, the eyes, holy, forever. So I see, holy, forever. And so that's the 3 shuffles. I see, holy, forever. And do that 3 times. So 3 times 3 times 3. And then we receive a card. After I split the deck, the shuffling represents the chaos of life, represents uncertainty, represents things outside of our control. And despite all this, I do believe that we have autonomy and choice. And so despite the shuffling, I split the deck and I have a choice of left or right. And then as I'm thinking and meditating and focusing, I'm trying to track where this oxygen and energy is flowing through the body. So I do body scans and see where this energy is kind of moving. And sometimes it's to the left, sometimes it's to the right, sometimes it's a gentle, subtle pull, sometimes it's a little more colorful. And so, yes, today I followed it to the left. 2 of Cups, inverted. So 2 of Cups, inverted. Cups being the water sign, fluidity, flow, flexibility, malleability, spirit, having to balance a liquid in a cup. Takes practice, takes control. Symbol of twos, so balance of sharing and caring, perhaps coming through in spirit. Two, having a duality, but my personal practice thinking things in terms of non-duality. If we are part of this larger thing, but we are not separate from it. Sort of. As individuals, I suppose we are separate, but we're also connected. So then there's this paradox of being both these things at one time. Of we are both two things of self and not self. But then we are also one large thing as this part of a larger system. So we are not just self and not self, but we are also part of all. So, Two of Cups. We'll look to the manual for additional guidance. So Cups, inner feelings, emotions, intuition, psychic senses, spirituality, creativity, flow. Twos, duality, the interaction between two contrasting things, and equilibrium in that. Where are the Cups? There. Yep. This is Two of Cups. Drawn or attracted to something or someone, compatibility. Come together, unite, partnership, friendship, emotional connection, working together in harmony, cooperation. The reverse meaning, which inverse, inverted, relationship tension, unhealthy codependence, lack of harmony, incompatible. So in terms of thinking of sharing and caring, relationships take balance. It takes harmony to work on. Sometimes that harmony is disrupted and it takes some time to kind of get back to equilibrium. Sometimes there's an unhealthy codependence, relying on something too much, relying on someone too much. And so I see, again, this card in terms of connection, working in harmony, cooperation, compatibility. How can we share and care appropriately to allow for good relationships, good partnerships, coming together and uniting? And so with reading these cards, although it was inverted, I still take the entire card as part of this larger reading and as part of this process. Again, this up and down, two sides of the same card, or two sides of the same coin, I like to think of it. So I consider all sides. Sometimes if it is inverted, I will consider if that inverted meaning specifically has something more to glean or more to add. But I still like to consider the whole card as part of today's reading. Relationship tension, unhealthy codependence. Okay. And then over here we can draw these cups. And I like how this card is showing the cups, one upside down, one right side up. Again, two sides of the same coin, two sides of the same card, and two sides of the same cup. It shows this nice thing of duality. Maybe the creative waters flow. Maybe they flow up and flow down. I guess I can kind of see this too as like the cup is flowing up or down. To empty a cup, you pour it upside down. To empty out spirit, you pour it upside down. But then remember to, when you fill the cup, hold it right side up. You can make a mess. Okay, so inverted two of cups, thinking about sharing and caring. Drawn or attracted to something or someone, compatibility, come together, unite, partnership, friendship, emotional connection, working together in harmony and cooperation, relationships, maybe intention, something to work on, unhealthy codependence, lack of harmony, incompatible. And so I'll think about those things in terms of sharing and caring. And maybe these can be the results of when you're not sharing and you're not caring about these relationships. You have this lack of harmony, you have incompatibility. It could develop into a unhealthy codependence. And as a result there's relationship tension because of this lack of connection. And maybe these are the benefits that can come from focusing on the sharing and caring. And so that's how I can kind of see of this inverted, to think of a result of a lack of the sharing and caring. And then again, consider the whole card. So again today, with our intentions on this February the 2nd, we have sharing and caring. Thinking about that in terms of spirit, in terms of cooperation, in terms of harmony, working on relationships. We have this Two of Cups inverted, and so I'll be thinking about that. Funny enough here, upside down, right side up, upside down, right side up. So thank you for joining me. My name is Ian Cook, again with Alvadine Consulting. This was a jaunt into the Cosmic Water Closet. It is a thought form. It is a place, it is a safe space where you can come, write, do some creative writing, do some reading of tarot, do some creative expression, however that suits you. This is a place where we can explore creativity, holistic health and wellness, talking potentially about preparation, integration, support for psychedelics, and what that can do for you in terms of your own healing journey. So thank you. See you again next time. Bye.